What is going on, people? Today we are going to be reviewing Blind by Daniel Madison. It's a little different today because we are not reviewing a DVD but a download that can be purchased on theory11.com. I'll post a link in the description below where you can view the trailer and where you can actually buy this effect. The effect is basically you take out 2 decks of cards, you hand one to the spectator, and you have one to yourself. You take out the cards from the box, and you tell the spectator to spread through the cards and pick a random card from their deck. But you tell them not to look at it. Don't turn it over. Don't show anyone. Don't show the magician. Don't look at it. No one knows what the card is. But the spectator takes out a random card from their deck, and they place it face down on top of the magician's deck. The magician does the exact same thing. He takes a random card from his deck and doesn't show anyone and puts it on top of the spectator's deck. You then place both decks on the table and you actually let the spectator do this just so it's very, very fair and you're not doing any weird sleight of hand. The spectator can show one at a time or turn over both cards at the same time. The cards that the spectator and the magician just chose and place on each other's decks. You turn them over and it turns out they are the exact same card. Now this effect, when I first saw it, fooled the crap out of me. I had no idea how he did it. It seemed so fair that I just couldn't understand how this was possible. The video quality and teaching in this download is very, very good. Of course, top of the line, like always with Theory 11. Sound is great, video quality is great. Of course, with Daniel Madison, with everything that you get from him, he's always in black and white. So the video is, of course, in black and white. But other than that, it's very, very awesome. Alright, for those of you wondering, okay, does this effect involve a gimmick or a setup or what is it? Is it impromptu? Well, it is actually, there's no gimmicks, but there is a slight setup. There is a slight setup, and the setup isn't really that bad. I mean, it takes 10 seconds at the most, 10 seconds to set up, and you'll be ready to go. I performed this effect several times in my stand-up and close-up effects, and it's gotten a great reaction. A lot of times people are like, do that one trick where you have 2 decks and we both place a card on top of each other's decks, and they're talking about this effect, of course, and they're always asking for me to perform it. So it's a really awesome effect and will fool your spectators like crazy, especially fool magicians, because most of them, I remember when this first came out, all the comments on Theory 11 were just, okay, you fooled me, you got me. And even though that there is a slight setup, it is actually, the handling is very, very easy. There's not any difficult sleight of hand. The setup isn't difficult. You'll be able to get this within you'll probably be able to get this your first time you do it, to be honest with you. It's that easy. But don't make it seem like, oh, it's easy, it sucks. No, it's a very, very good effect, and most often than not, you guys are probably aware of this, unless you're kind of beginners, of course, but more often than not, the easier the effect, the better reactions you're going to get. The one problem with this effect, I believe, is after you do the effect, you are a little dirty with the deck. So if someone wants to examine your deck of cards or whatever, you can't really do that. Now you can, he doesn't teach you, that's one thing, he doesn't teach you any cleanup ideas. Although if you are a little bit more experienced or just really think about it, you can actually clean up the deck and clean up the setup that you did, so that you can give the deck to the spectators and they won't find anything. Although that is one pitfall from this download that he doesn't teach. But just think about it for a little bit and you should be able to get it. Alright, so my personal thoughts, like I said, I really, really like this effect. It's an awesome effect. It's by theory11.com. I'm very, very rarely disappointed by them, and the effect is just amazing. So I really highly recommend it. Go check it out. Alright, so this can be purchased at theory11.com. Like I said, I'll post a link in the description below. It can be purchased there for $5.95. Now that's not that bad at all. That's not bad at all. For the effect that you're getting, I would gladly pay more, but $5.95 is very good. Not to mention, at the very end, there's like 2 bloopers at the end of the teaching and stuff, and it's just, Daniel Garcia makes a little cameo in there, and also it's just the last one when Daniel Garcia and Andre Jake kind of laugh because of how he's trying to do the performance for the trailer, and he just starts laughing because it sounds kind of perverted and stuff. But it's awesome, so go check it out. And so that's Blind by Daniel Madison, and I will see you guys next time.